In terms of what's going to happen in a day or a week or a month or a year even, uh, I never felt that I knew it, and I've never felt it was important. I will say that in 10 or 20 or 30 years, I think stocks will be a lot higher than they are now.
I know you look at things like that, but I also know that you look at stocks and try to decide if they're fairly valued, if they're overvalued, if they're looking cheap at this point. And we have been waiting for a correction for an awfully long time. That's finally come. Do stocks look cheaper to you just based on where we've come?
Well, anytime stocks go down, as far as I'm concerned, I like it because I'm a net buyer of stocks. I've been buying stocks ever since I was 11 years old. So when stocks go down, it's good news. Just like when hamburgers go down, it's good news, or Coca-Cola goes down, it's good news in terms of anything I buy. But stocks are going to go down. You could probably look it up as to what percent of the days since I was born they've gone down, and maybe it'd be 30% or something like that. And you can't predict what stocks will do, but in the short run. But you can predict that American business will do well over time. And just take the 20th century. Stocks went from 66, the Dow average, 66 to 11,497, and you were getting 3 times as much in dividends as the whole average was selling for at the start. And you had 2 world wars, and you had a Great Depression, flu epidemics, all kinds of things. American business will do fine over time, and if you own a piece of it, and if you don't beat yourself, the only person that can cause you to get a bad result in stocks is yourself.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the biggest problem, is trying to fight yourself in some of these situations.
Yeah.
Have you been buying more stocks lately just because prices have come down? Have you upped your percentages and other things just
We're
because?
almost always a buyer of stocks. So we have bought more stocks since the end of the year. But we earned 17 and a fraction billion last year, and we had our float go up 4 billion, which is additional money available. And so we're almost always a buyer of stocks. And we're a more aggressive buyer when they're going down. I mean, I feel much better when they're going down. But it's hard to think of very many months when we haven't been a net buyer of stocks.